Here we are continuing our data reader demo part 1, and inside this we are completing the code for this show next record button. So here also I am copying this line, pasting here. Here select star from student where id is greater than count, and I am adding where clause here, where, not where but order by clause. We are adding here order by ID. Here also we are adding order by clause, and I am executing this code. Now this is the first record from database. Then if I click on this show next record, then next record is displayed. But here all the time page load will be executed. Page load code will be executed whenever we click on this button. Page will be loaded first, and then button click event will be fired. So we need to execute this code only once. So I am adding one condition here: if not is post back, then only we need to execute this code. Now if we run this code, we go towards the next record, then next. Now if we want to go towards the previous record, then we need to add one more button here. So I am adding one button to this page and show previous record. I am changing the text property of this button as show previous record. If I click on this button, then what is the code we want to execute? Same code we want to execute, but instead of greater than, I am changing the sign less than, and here I am changing the order by clause as descending. If I run show next record, Gita Jadhav, Meenal Shinde, show previous Gita Jadhav, Sujit Patil, Rashmi. So this works for me. Show next record, show previous record. So this is done by using DataReader. I am changing the button size. This gives me 26 pixels. So we are changing from, so both buttons see same size. Now we may add some more buttons to this page as new, then add student. Then I am taking update. And delete. Here we are using connected architecture. Now after click on new, I want to clear the text boxes, so I am adding the code as this. Text box 2 and text box 2. Then after adding to add student, after click on add student, we need to add one here we also use a string query object and give the insert into command, insert into student name, course and city, because ID is automatically generated, so I'm not giving the ID. Then here we may use parameter values @course and @city. This is my query string or query, and after this I'm completing. This is my query and I need to run this query here. Instead of select query, we need to run this query. Then I'm using the parameter values. Parameters, I'm using the parameter. For this parameter I am giving the value of text box 1 dot text. Parameters dot add. Here we check what are the properties. Text box 1 dot text, first value we need to add, then second value, and then third value. We are changing only the text boxes. Now we need to open the connection, then cmd dot execute non-query, and then we need to close the connection, cn dot close. Because this is the connected architecture, so we need to open the connection before executing this insert into query. We are adding the parameter values from here. First value we are adding as text box 1 because there is student name in text box 1, then course and then city. There is one-to-one relationship. First value added to student name, second value to course and third value to city. So in this way we are adding parameters to this CMD. So if I run, when we click on new, text box will be clear. Then I am adding the Kavita Kumar. I'm adding the course as MBA and Sangli. After click on add student, record will be added if there is no any error, but the SQL parameter collection only accepts non-null SQL parameter type objects, not string objects. Okay, so we need to remove this error first and go towards next. Here we need to change the parameter as add with value. Method we need to give @. We are using here text box 1.text. Okay. We are applying towards the course and city. Instead of student name, we are using here course and third city. Now we may run new Kavita Kumar, BCA and Sangli. Add student. So record will be added if we go towards or if we refresh the page, show next record, then at the last there is one record. This is the last record we are added. So in this way we can insert one record by using connected architecture. Before adding, we are opening the connection, execute that particular query and then close that particular connection. Here also when we read the record, first we open connection and then after reading close that particular connection. So before processing we need to forcefully open the connection and then close it. So this is the connected architecture. Now we see how we can code for this update and delete in next lecture or next video. We see how we can code for this update button and delete button. Whatever the record displayed inside these text boxes, we may change it and then we may click on update button or delete button. If user click on update button, that record will be updated successfully, and if the user clicks on delete button, then that particular record will be deleted from the database. So we may see or we will see that particular code in next video. Thank you.